Welcome back to the Traders Network. I'm Michael Yorba, your host. Thanks for joining us. All right, Nick Santiago, President and CEO in the Money Stocks. We got a lot of ground to cover on this segment. Nick, welcome back.
Great to be back, Michael. Thank you for having me.
All right, my pleasure. All right, definitely I want to hear all about Tesla, Disney, Costco, gold, and Coca-Cola. But you posted something on your social network page on our website yesterday that I want to bring everybody's attention to. 3 signals that tell us a stock market top is near. Let's get through those 3 things quickly first, because you're so good at doing this that I think that I saw that and said I can't leave that on the table.
Well, I just thought I'd give traders a little bit of insight. Right now, the markets have been somewhat euphoric for quite a while, and I believe that a lot of traders out there, are really don't know when to say, hey, enough is enough. I met so many people from 1999 that were in the stock market, and all in all lost everything, and they thought that the market could never go down. The same thing happened in 2007. I made a little bit of a claim to fame back at that time in 2007, telling people that the market was about to top out and we were going to hit a major bear market, and people just didn't believe it. So, right now I notice we're a little bit long in the tooth here. This market rally's been going on since March 2009, and you're getting that same sense again. Things just can't go down. Housing is back. You're starting to see a lot of the media talk about how good things are. Yet there are still a lot of problems on Main Street besides the uptick on Wall Street. And so I thought I would write a little article telling people, just about, looking for clues to when these markets can top out.
Well, on that note, give me an idea what you're thinking about the S&P market.
Well, I think we're real close to a major correction. Whether or not it's within the next couple of weeks or next couple of months, I'm just going to look for the signals on the chart. But as you know, Michael, I've been actively shorting this market left and right and making pretty good profits in it. Some stocks I've been getting stopped out of from time to time, but with very small losses. So when I start to see major stocks top out, and that was one of the reasons why I even brought up stocks like Disney today and Costco, I think it's a warning sign. And I'm always looking for market leaders, and when stocks start to make lower highs and they're not able to get above their old highs, that's a problem, even if the major indexes can continue to move higher.
Well, my numbers were telling me that we should have some kind of a low early in this week, and then leading us to some kind of a high that could occur like Friday, tomorrow. And when I saw all this going up here, I thought, oh no, this is too good to be true. Let's get into Tesla. That's one of the stocks that you wanted to bring up on the table today, right?
Yeah, I wanted to bring up Tesla today simply because I run a trading room, and we have quite a few members that are in there each and every day, and I get flooded with emails, people asking me about. Now, this stock has obviously caught the momentum wave to the upside, but if you take a look at a weekly chart, I think anybody buying Tesla up here is absolutely insane. So I would not be a buyer of Tesla. If you're looking to get into this stock, maybe you let it pull back to around $65, $70, and that's where you would look at it. But to buy a stock that's up this much, this quickly, is absolutely insanity, and that's what the average investor out there would look to do.
Okay, I know that you work real closely with timing models too. 65, 70, you got any time frame for the pullback? Should we get one?
Well, I think it probably, if this starts to roll over, and yesterday was really the first sign that it started to roll over, if we go down, it could happen rather quickly. You could see it within 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay, so are you ultimately bearish on this or waiting for it to pull back to a place to buy some?
I tried to short the stock at 115. Unfortunately, I was unable to borrow shares, and it's still very difficult to borrow. I guess there's not many shares outstanding in that float, and that's probably one of the reasons why the stock has had such a big pop. But either way, I did try to short it. I just couldn't get it. So now I just wait by my time, and I'd look to be a buyer. Somewhere around $60, $65.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. What about?
But I would not be a buyer up here. That's my the main message today is to not buy the stock up here at these levels.
Okay, blame me. I'd rather own Tesla at 60 or 65 than 114 any day.
That's right.
All right. What about Disney? You brought them up earlier.
I brought Disney up today, and I'm glad the way we started off. I had no idea we were going to start off the show like this, but Disney is another market leader that may have topped out today. So just take a look at the stock today. It traded above $67. Right now it's trading around $64.60. This stock is down on heavy volume. So, it probably is safe to say Disney's going to test 61 in the near term. But if it fails to hold 61, this stock's going to be a $50 equity rather quickly.
Okay. All right. Are you in this one now with any options or?
I am not in Disney whatsoever at all.
Okay.
But the reason why it's on my radar is because Disney has been a market leader. If you just take a look at the daily chart, you can see this stock just made a new high on the 16th of May.
Right.
And anytime I start to see stocks or leaders start to lose leadership roles, I start to be concerned that the S&P 500 is going to start to roll over a little bit as well. And I think this is just another one of the market leaders that are giving us a little bit of a clue what we could be expecting towards the second half of this year.
Okay. All right. Whoa. Let's back up a little bit. Second half of this year, what do you mean?
Well, I think that the market right now, on this quantitative easing high, the overall market, the S&P 500, that is giving us clues that it's getting tired here. And, whether it comes on a QE pull, the Federal Reserve stops this QE the way they're doing it or something like that, or maybe high interest rates are a catalyst. I never know. But I think traders should be prepared the second half of the year for, some kind of a correction.
Okay. All right. Costco?
Yeah, Costco is another market leader. This stock has been an absolute monster to the upside. It's gone from, basically in March it was trading around 100. Now it traded as high as 115 and change a couple days ago. Look at the reversal in this one today. This is another one that tried to make a new high and failed. Costco's trading lower on 3 million shares. It's a market leader. And this one's given us a heads up as well. This stock should trade down to around the 107 level. Any bearish pattern made over the next few days, Costco could probably be shorted down to around 107 with a stop just above the most recent high at around 115.70.
Okay. It seems to bounce off that 50-period moving average. I get it. Okay. Gold and then Coca-Cola. We're running short on time, but I definitely want both of these in.
All right, yeah, my theory on gold is making a nice little move, and today's close would be very significant for gold. You'll notice that it held that double bottom from April 15th. It was defended. I don't think gold is in the next bull run right now, but what I do think, the GLD, in fact, can trade back up to around 145, 146. And if you take a look at the daily chart, there's a potential for a little W bottom pattern there. And that is also a very explosive pattern to the upside. So if and when GLD gets to 146, we'd have to watch for the pattern at that time, because then it may have made a significant bottom. I would not be bearish gold right now at all.
Okay, got it. Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola is another consumer staples. This stock really sold off pretty sharply the last couple of days. So money is coming out of these so-called defensive names or consumer staple type names. The stock does have support right where it is, around 40.88, but a break at this level, I think traders got to get ready for Coca-Cola to trade back down to around $37.50, $38. But that is where I would be a buyer. This is a good stock, and the trend remains firmly intact, but not until around $37.50, $38 would I be a buyer here.
Got it. All right, beautiful, beautiful show today with all this. Thank you very much, Nick.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
Give everybody the way to reach you so they can get in these trading rooms with you.
Yeah, come on over to InTheMoneyStocks.com. Come over to our intraday stock chat. You'll hear us live every day. You'll see our setups, our computer screens, everything we're looking at. Today I put out a gap trade this morning, Michael, for big lots. It was a $1.50 winner in just a matter of minutes. So, just the gap plays alone are worth the price of admission.
God, every Thursday you make me look good. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Michael. All
right. Nick Santiago, President and CEO, In the Money Stocks. Definitely get in the room. You heard what happened. All right, coming up next, we're going to go down to the